Hey everyone, welcome to Teachers Love Do PD Live webinars for teachers only. Today we are talking about Teachify lesson preparation in seconds with AI. I'm super excited you have already joined us, some of you, and please don't hesitate to use the Q&A box on YouTube especially. And if you're watching us on LinkedIn or on Facebook or, on where else, Twitter and X. So please hop into YouTube. There is a link. It's already attached and you can join us on YouTube. Hi everyone. Anita, you're here. Thank you so much. Stormy, George, Aztec Time, Marcel, B-Boy, Mama. My mom is joined. Oh, it's so sweet. I can't wait to invite our incredible guest and, by the way, co-founder of Teachify, Ikum Kandola. Ikum, hi.
Hi, how's it going?
It's going great. I'm a bit glitchy. I'm so sorry for that. I don't know why, but I hope that you can hear us well. You can see us well. Hello, Learn Beyond Borders. And Ikum, you're co-founder of Teachify. This is so exciting. So at the age of 24, you have created something very meaningful and special. So can you share all about you, what you would like to share?
Yeah, of course. Thank you so much for the introduction. So I guess the best way to talk about Teachify would be to tell the story of how Teachify really started. So it was around a year ago now, not long after ChatGPT came out. So I was actually a teacher in a school. And during this period, I was running workshops at schools to show all the teachers about ChatGPT and AI
Wow.
tools and just about how they can use it within their kind of lesson planning process. And ChatGPT, I'm sure everyone's tried it, has all kinds of different features. But the thing about it is it's not clear what the features are. It's kind of a black box where you can put in anything, any kind of text, and all range of different things could come out.
Yeah.
So during this time when I was running these workshops, I kind of got to see firsthand all of the struggles that the teachers had. So being quite a young person, I'm much more technically savvy, and for me, there were some things that seemed obvious, but to them, um, it just wasn't the case. So I wanted to try to collect all of their feedback and use that to create an application which kind of is much more tailored to teaching. And then since that point, I've also worked in the UK in PwC, which is a top professional services company, as
Oh
an
my God. I
thank
feel so jealous with all of your backgrounds, When I was reading, I was like, wow, 24 only, and you've done so many incredible things in your life.
thank you so much. Thank you so much. Um, so yeah, I worked there for a little bit. I'm still doing some work there now at the moment as an AI researcher, and I also did my degree in computer science, and that's
Wow.
allowed me with my co-founder to create something which just makes AI tools super easy for teachers and more accurate um, and much more trustworthy as well.
Wow, that's fantastic. I love our chat today, and please keep sharing from which part of the world you're tuning from. What is your role in education? And if you've got any questions, just drop them in the Q&A box. And don't forget to grab your highlights, your wows and hows from the session and post them on Twitter or X, whatever, or Instagram, where else? Facebook, LinkedIn, or you can please teach me how to pronounce this name. I don't understand why they call this social platform like this. LinkedIn. Oh
LinkedIn.
gosh, never do that, girl. But anyway, so don't hesitate. Drop your questions. And my question for you, Ikam, it's what is inclusive education and what it means to you. As we had this discussion before at the very first meeting, where I shared my feelings that I'm so glad that you've got experience and background as a teacher.
Okay.
So yes.
Yeah, great question. Great question. So to me, inclusive education is about making everyone, all of the students, be able to participate in the lessons. So I think probably for most of you that's quite obvious, but with Teachify we had a bit of a twist as well because it's not our platform is also aimed at teachers. So
Mhm.
we try to basically create inclusive education for the teachers as well. So for us, we find that a lot of the older teachers are a bit less technically savvy, and don't really like AI as much. So that's why we're trying to include them more by making a platform which is much more friendly, um, so they can educate themselves in AI in a much more easier way.
Wow. That's beautiful. And inclusive education, I highly recommend every platform that supports and promotes inclusivity and accessibility, and I know that Teachify provides that a lot. And my next question, since I was scrolling your Twitter and I've seen this comment from Archer, is saying, I love what you're doing with Teachify. I'm curious, what challenges do teachers face with integrating AI in the classroom? And the question is very simple for you, I guess. What is AI? Because teachers, they are struggling as always with so many things to do. And there's a question like, what AI is all about, and should they learn and start using AI in their classrooms like since right now?
Yeah, that's a huge question. So AI can include so many different things. So it's basically, I think of it as like computers replicating humans. So it's actually been around for a long time. So a good example of AI is Siri. When you talk to Siri on your iPhone, it's like talking to a real human
Mhm.
lady. But much more recently, around a year ago, we've had a huge breakthrough in generative AI, and now we're kind of seeing AI across the whole education sector, across in so many different ways. And I think at this point, the way that it's advanced so quickly, you have to jump on it and try and learn it, just to keep up.
That's That's beautiful. So, because sometimes we still have got these questions in the chats, in the Q&A boxes. So, what is AI? Because it's so complex. And for me, what I wanted to share, that when it has just started, I was thinking, yeah, a worksheet in few seconds. Don't tell me. It was like impossible for me. In my head, it was like, what? No way. And these days, I truly feel the powerful part of that. It's super useful. I'm not using all of the options of AI because I'm super creative teacher, but if I would use it for my colleagues, for making plans, lesson plans, of course, for more people, more than me or whatever. So that would be super helpful for sure. And also creating worksheets and quizzes. And I know that you've got the generators like a lot more. So I'm using AI for creating worksheets like a lot. And I think this is the best thing. I don't want to use any platform that do not support that. That this platform they should. What do you think?
No, I completely agree, and I also talk to creative teachers as well, who often say to me, "No, I don't really like AI," they want to
Oh,
be more creative themselves. So I think actually by using an
totally.
AI tool to kind of make your lesson plans, you not only save time, but that kind of gives you a bit more time and energy in your day to spend being creative as well. Um, so
Yes.
like for example, you want to spend more time actually teaching and being with the children. You should use AI in that way, to kind of cut out the admin side of things.
That's true. Because, for me, it takes ages to create a quiz. Come on. Or past simple versus or present simple versus present continuous. I'm a language teacher, so I can say I don't want to waste my time on that for sure. And thank you for your incredible thoughts that you shared. Like,
No way.
beautiful. Beautiful. We've got so many comments. I just want to give a shout out to everyone who has already dropped some things. Oh my gosh, it's crowded. It's so crowded. I just scrolling through the comments. Hi, hello from Liverpool, and that's. I have a question. Does Ikum prefer? Okay, okay. That's what is it all about?
I think I saw that one. I think it said, "Does Ikum prefer Tangfastics or Star Mix?" Is that the one?
Yeah, because I'm not sure. Is it like
Yeah, yeah. I can see he's from the UK. I'm from Birmingham as well. So Tangfastics is a type of sweet. It's a very very sour
wow?
sweet. Um,
I
and
love
then
this one.
Starburst.
It's
Yeah,
so
yeah.
sweet.
I actually don't really like sour sweets, so I'm gonna have to go for the Star Mix for that one.
Thank you for your question. There's the people have voted here for this. Michael, thank you, Dr. Michael Harvey. Thank you for joining and for voting for Swedes. So physics teacher from Liverpool. That's incredible. It's interesting in New Zealand, the teachers using AI are usually, sorry, I actually middle-aged white men like me. What does it mean? Uh, so Ikum, do you have any statistics on that? I think it's
Oh, about the percentage of, I haven't really looked into that personally. I
yeah.
think I don't I don't want to comment on that personally.
Oh my gosh. So I yes, physics teacher, gosh, physics teachers are rocking today. Chemistry, that's phenomenal. So okay. So I will pop. Please drop your keep asking questions because we are going to highlight them for sure. And Ikam, if you're ready, we can dive into like a presentation all about Teachify. Whenever you're ready.
Yeah, of course.
Yee.
So welcome to Teachify application. So I'm going to just demo the basic version to you guys that everyone can try for free. So if you just head over to teachifyuk.com, then just click on this button, try Teachify for free, and it'll take you to this page where you can choose a generator. So on this page, we have a whole range of generators of basically templates of worksheets that you can create very quickly. So these are things from like lesson plans, quizzes, homework sheets, even Cahoot quizzes as well. You can make very quickly. So I found that during the workshops with teachers, when they were presented with ChatGPT, they didn't know what to type in. There were some things which were more obvious, like we started with lesson planning, but they didn't think about necessarily quizzes or Kahoot or these other type of
Whoa.
cards. Exactly, and then even from that point, for example, with Kahoot, you then need to not only generate the questions, you need to check that they're accurate and then take them out of the app and kind of paste them into Kahoot. Whereas we kind of integrated that in a much more simple way in the application as well. So I will start off just by showing you, let's say, lesson handouts. So the most basic version, you can just enter in the topic and the age of the student. But I'll show you the the more advanced version where you can use the UK example specification, which is again one of the features which kind of differentiates us from ChatGPT. And when I ran the workshops, I found if you're teaching GCSE A level students, so if you're not from the UK, that's kind of like exams that you do when you're like 16 and then 18. And when you're teaching those level of students, you need everything to be tailored to the curriculum. So when teachers were using ChatGPT, they found everything was too generic for them, and it wasn't really saving them that much time. So I'll show you a quick example. So in this field here, you can type in anything you like, any topic. And then we have a range of subjects you can test out. So I'll test out physics for A level, or you can do GCSE, and then you pick your exam board here. Once that's done, you just press generate, and then give it a few seconds to do its magic.
That's my favorite thing. Like in seconds.
It's quick. Yeah, so it also kind of tells you where it gets the information from in terms of the curriculum. So as you can see, basically everything is tailored, and that's a huge time-saving benefit for a lot of people.
On physics. Ikam, there is a question from Michael. I think you have covered it, but I just want to, make sure that you did. Is it only UK exam boards?
Yeah, so what I'm showing you
Is
right
it?
now is the free version, but when we work with schools, we can kind of tailor it to any exam board very easily. But at the moment, the free version on our website is just a UK curriculum. We try not to give everything away for free.
And I also want to highlight Manifest Destination Daily. There was a comment, such a sweet comment, that, just one sec. I've been using Teachify for about 3 months, and I know that you are pretty new to the market. So, but like, how long have you been, like, Teachify? How long does it exist? So
So
for
we founded a
yeah.
company actually in January last year, Um,
2023.
2023 exactly. But when it
You see?
started, it's been around for a while, right? But when it
Yeah.
started, we initially just did courses for teachers, online courses, and then we moved into workshops, and then we moved into the Teachify application probably around August last year, and then this new feature of the exam boards specification has probably been around for around 3 or 4 months as well.
Yeah. What if I'm not a teacher? What can I do? You can do anything you want, like a quiz. If you're a student, it's amazing. You just can start learning how to use the prompts and everything and create your own things. But what about the age of people who can start creating account there on Teachify?
Yeah, so it's aimed for teachers. So I like to think that it's quite a simple and easy to use product. So the way that we've made it is tailored to all types of teachers, so from young teachers to old teachers. Uh, yeah, so the workshops that we ran, again, we had teachers of all ages, and we've kind of used all of their pain points into the application. So I really think a teacher of any age it will be very useful for. Even I've spoken to like very young students who are like very comfortable using other AI tools, and this is still much faster than using ChatGPT because you've got everything kind of firstly tailored to the curriculum, and you don't have to do a lot of the prompt engineering techniques. And I haven't talked too much about that because it's a bit more technical. But from other work with PwC, I've kind of put in a lot of prompt engineering to really get the best outputs that you probably wouldn't be able to get out if you're still like your first time using these kind of tools.
Yeah, awesome.
And then I'll just continue just to show you through the application. So once the generation is complete, you'll find a resource here, and you can even edit it live as well. So yeah, as you can see, you can add in another question if you want to. So I'll show you. And again, this is again another pain point that we found, that some teachers came to us and said, when the lessons were generated, we want to change them, and we're also people were concerned that everything was not accurate. And we've done a lot of things in the back end to improve the accuracy, which I can get into
Hmm.
if we need to. But also as a teacher, nonetheless, you can go through and change it, and we still feel it can save you about 70% of the time that you would do otherwise. And then once you are done with this, again, you've got all different kind of ways you can edit it. You can save the lesson, or you can even download it as a Word document.
I love this part. Accessibility. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So you might want to share it with other teachers as well. And yeah, I'm just sharing this tab at the moment, so I
Hmm.
can't quite show you, but you can basically download it as a Word document, and edit it as much as
And
you like.
edit it. Yes, we've checked it. It downloads in seconds again. And
Exactly.
here we go.
Yeah. So we had another teacher a week ago who told us they actually were able to plan 14 lessons in just an hour by using this tool. And once they got
Wow.
the hang of it, it really cut down the time for them. Um, and again, like it kind of cuts out a lot of the research that you would have to do through Googling and all of that stuff. So yeah, we think it's really useful.
Fantastic. Love it.
And while we're here as well, I'll quickly show you about after you save the lesson, it will come up here, and then you can access it anytime, view it later, delete it, etc. All that stuff.
Ikum, can I interrupt you with a question from Michael? So, what LLM does it use?
What LLM does it use? Great question. So so we've kind of built our own. Gosh, within Teachify, we've kind of done certain things which improve on another LLM that we're using. So we've built on top of OpenAI technology to kind of create our own LLM software, which we've done to improve the accuracy of all of the outputs. So we generally stick with OpenAI, but we are also looking at some of the Facebook LLMs as well. So they've recently released Llama 3, which people have said is able to compete with the OpenAI technology. And
Wow.
I don't know, OpenAI made ChatGPT, and on top of that, that is also open source, which means that we can kind of control the way the data goes in and out, and we can also. So I know, and someone else asked a question earlier, like, is the model trained on personal teacher data? So again, by using like open source data, open source models, we can make sure that any data that goes through is not given to OpenAI or Facebook, because it's open source. Like, we can run it within Teachify.
Yeah, I'm scrolling, and you know what I want to share, that you have won you have won SBS award already, and you and something else, I think. So like 1 year only, and you grab this, awards. And also, you are planning to spread your border and make it, make yourself more global.
Yes, yes. We do hope to be more global. At the moment, we just try to focus in the UK, because obviously we're based in the UK, and we like to go into the schools and actually work with the teachers. So the version I've shown is just like a simple version. But when we go into schools, we actually kind of look at their lesson planning process as well. And then we use that information to tailor the lesson planning process even further, so it's not generic. So, for example, we had a school recently we went into, and they also did a section at the start of the lesson where they go back over the information from the previous lesson. So we kind of looked at ways to incorporate that into our AI generated lesson planning as well.
Beautiful. Lesson handouts. Love this part too. There's a question. What features are you working on at the moment? I love this one, B-boy.
Great question. Yeah, we've got
Yes.
some really exciting developments at the moment. So what we're looking for is, one of the features is, we've seen a lot of teachers use YouTube within their lessons. So they like to start the lesson with a YouTube video with kind of explaining the topic, and it kind of
Of
engages the student
course.
a lot more. So we're actually looking at ways of being able to upload the YouTube video into the app, just by giving the link, and then we use the data from the YouTube video to then create the resources from that. So in that way, the teacher could create a quiz within seconds for a YouTube video that they would like to show.
Yes, of course. Go YouTube. So, are you sharing the tab choose a resource to generate?
Yes, I am. Yes. Do
Okay, just checking out. And
you want me to? I
so,
can go through some of these other generators as well while we're here.
okay, let's vote. You can suggest anything in the chat, or you can just choose on your own. Ikum, there is a question. So on the text, okay, can you see the question? Generative AI.
Yeah, only text generative AI. So, yeah, so the outputs of all of the resources will be text. That is correct. So, for example, like lesson plan handouts, all that stuff will be text only. However, because you can upload a YouTube video, then that wouldn't necessarily be text only. So we can't reveal too much, but for one example would be, from the YouTube video, you could extract the audio, and then from the audio, that would give you data about what is covered in the YouTube video,
Oh
etc.
my. Oh, I
Use that.
love this one.
use that to make the resource. And we are actually also exploring options to create PowerPoints which have pictures in them as well using AI. However, we don't feel that at the moment image AI is in the right place for that. We just want everything that comes from
Interesting.
the tool to be really, really trustworthy.
You're doing great. 1 year. It's just what, and so many things you're already providing for teachers. This is so precious.
Yes, thank you so much.
That's true. So give it up.
Thank
Really
you.
appreciate you.
Yeah, I see one of the comments as well. I think it's really nice to see John there. That was actually one of my old teachers who's now using the app, and um, so he's a physics tutor, and he says he uses it for his homework. So thank you so much, John. I really, really appreciate that.
That's amazing. So would you like to demonstrate anything else? Like,
Yeah, okay, sure. So I can quickly take you
can't
through
wait.
the quizzes as well. So again, we can do something from the
Oh, Ikum, there's a great question. I had it too. Like I was keeping here. So, what is the difference between the quizzes and Kahoot quiz option?
great question. So
Yes.
let's say you were to do something with Cahoot. So let's look at an example. So once the quiz is generated from Cahoot, it's given in a format which can easily be put into Kahoot, which is an Excel document. And Kahoot itself is actually made in a way where you can easily upload that Excel document, and it will automatically be able to read that and yeah, turn that into a quiz very, very quickly. So like when I've seen other teachers create Kahoot quizzes, they had to go in and manually type out everything. And even if this was just a normal quiz, you still have to like copy and paste each question individually with the answer individually. But in this way, it can be downloaded as an Excel file and then uploaded into Kahoot. And then yes, it's much more simple.
Wow.
Okay, so as you can see, after you download the Kahoot file, go into Kahoot, create a new Kahoot, add question, import spreadsheet, select file, and then as you can see, it's much quicker than just copy and pasting everything in.
Absolutely.
And again, I would show you, but it's not. Actually, I'll just quickly stop sharing my screen and then sort this out.
Sure. And don't forget to grab your highlights and post them on socials. You may mention all the features that you liked the most. It's going to be fantastic. So you can see that you can tag UK Teachify and me and use the hashtag Teachers Love You Do. So that's going to be super useful to see everything that you have learned and have taken from today's session.
Okay,
So it's
so
here.
it's
Yep.
here. Yeah.
Yeah.
So once the file is created, you just click on download Kahoot, and it gives you in this specific format where we've kind of worked with the Kahoot integration, and this can be uploaded straight into Kahoot. And because it knows the exact format, it takes the questions and the answers and puts that straight into the quiz straight away.
Wow. Beautiful. Beautiful. Yeah. So what's next? Will you show us anything else?
Okay, sure.
We can't wait. Oh, true or false. Love this one too. Flashcards. Really?
Yeah, really.
So super handy for language teachers again, especially
Okay, yeah, we can try.
primary teachers. Sorry.
So yeah, so we had actually a French teacher come to us recently, and they wanted the resource for them. So we did add that in as well. So let's say I'm trying to think of the French curriculum because I don't know off by heart. So let's say hobbies.
Okay.
Give it a few seconds to load.
French hobbies, this is amazing. Watching films. Mhm. Wonderful. Magic. Magic in action.
Thanks so much. Yeah. So at the moment we're also looking to try to work with a lot of like newly qualified teachers as well because we think they're really excited about AI, and we think these kind of tools are going to kind of change the way that teachers teach essentially. So
Yes.
we're looking at working with some of the universities and colleges which do courses for teachers, to try to kind of bring this tool on board and yeah, really cut down the lesson planning time and just make everything a lot easier for the teachers that are coming on board. Because at least within the UK, there's a huge shortage of teachers at the moment, and we just want to make their lives as easy as possible.
Okay. This. One second. Um. There's a comment. I would say the homework generator is the most useful. I don't really use the other ones. Usually, a homework creation would have taken me hours each way.
Oh, thanks
Great
so much.
sharing. Thank you so much. Yes, great
Yeah,
sharing.
I can quickly show that as well. So here.
It's a hidden gem. You didn't want to share it. Oh my gosh. I love this part. Thank you for suggesting this. Is it John, right? So
So
lesson resources.
again, the story of this these type of homework sheet as well is me and my co-founder used to also be tutors for a few years,
Hmm.
and we started our own tutoring company. And we found that we could only help so many students because we were so limited by the amount of time we were taking to prep the lessons. So we wanted to create this tool to kind of ease that issue and try to help like as many students as we can.
Lovely. Again, I feel myself so blessed whenever a speaker is not only platform developer but also or co-founder, also like a teacher, even like in the past. But it's amazing. Like you know why you need it, what you need to create to support teachers. This is so powerful. Amazing.
Thanks so much.
So, can you comment, please? Drop a comment. Ikum, what have you done? So, there's a homework area. You've used the certain prompt, like what?
Yeah, it was very simple. So all I did was choose the um, exam board and curriculum. So the
Mhm.
exam board was AQA for A levels. So again, that's the UK specific terms there. For the subject physics, and then I chose space. And what our software does is it collates all the accurate information about space, and also collates information from the curriculum, uses that together, and then creates the resource. So again, if you were to use something like ChatGPT, it would take all the information directly from the AI model itself, and that's why you get a lot more hallucinations. So the way we do it is we find accurate information first, so that could be from a textbook or the curriculum, and then pass that through, and then this makes it much more trustworthy.
That's beautiful. And I have already shared with the Waycott resource collection in the chat on our YouTube live. So if you're watching us, I see that people are watching on Twitter, so you can hop in and grab your resources, all the links, because I'm sure the Teachify, the whole team and Ikum, they're going to be update this collection with new announcements. So, and it's going to be really amazing, to stay up to date. So what I also would love to mention, the question from Michael. So the paid version allows you to add more specific detail to the prompt. What's, yeah, about the paid version? It's a good question too.
Yeah. Yeah. So we actually try to work more specifically with schools. So that would be the paid version. When we bring a school on board, we kind of look specifically at what they would need. So again, like this is quite a simple. This is quite simple where there's only a few different things to enter. Whereas when we work for school, it'd be more like a whole form that you fill in.
Mhm.
So that would have a lot more options. Yeah, that's correct. So in that way, you would be adding more specific detail, but it wouldn't be so much a prompt. It would be a form. So it would kind of take you through it so that for a teacher that's not really too familiar with how to use prompts, it would be much more structured. And again, some examples of that could be if you had students of different abilities. And okay, yeah, so for example, you could create a lesson
Yeah.
plan that focuses on critical thinking or literacy. Exactly, those are definitely things that can be incorporated as well. Um, and we're even looking into catering for neurodivergent students as well. And again, going back to what we talked about at the start, like the inclusive education, you can also add in options to make the lesson plan tailored for the student. So for example, when I was a tutor, I had some students who were not as engaged in the lessons. And when they were not engaged, for example, in maths, I tried to think about things that they enjoyed. So for example, football, I tried to make all of the lessons around football. And using this tool, I was able to create questions that incorporate football. And then in that way, I found them to have much higher engagement in the lessons.
Wow. And there's very like formal question, but Ikum, when are you going back to Liverpool?
Um,
um,
I try and make a visit as soon as possible.
that's a very fun question. So very informative. Thank you. What made you pick the colors for this website? I'm super visual, and I love this question too. There's like always a history or background to just your personal preferences, or you made like I don't know, picked, collected some data, or why?
Hmm. Yeah, great question. So initially, we were kind of exploring different colors that we most felt like we associate most with the
Mhm.
application. So we were going to go with blue initially because we were told that blue really builds trust. But
Yes.
we brought someone on board as well who was kind of a designer, and when we just worked with different colors, we just felt that purple kind of gives it a bit more of an innovative edge, and that's kind of what the application is about. So we also
Hmm.
have our mascot.
I
You
love
can
I love yellow.
see in the QR code here, like our mascot called Zane. So he's an AI teacher robot, and he was purple as well. So we just felt that it would be most appropriate to make the whole application purple.
Where's my heart? I wanted to put this beautiful mascot. How do you call him? Could you repeat that, Ikam?
He's called Zane.
Zane or Zen?
Zane, like Z
Zen.
A I N.
Nice. Zen. Yep. Um, So the questions, I think we're done for now. And anything else would you like to share? Like, again, about the updates, the already was a question, but if you want to add anything, actually, you said that you need more teachers who can, promote and use the tool at the universities, at schools. Was it kind of invitation or like for teachers, for global teachers, or you meant UK only?
100%. We want to just help as many teachers as we can. So that's why the application,
Go.
we have this free
Go.
version of the application. And we also have a feedback form up here. If you just go at the top here, feedback. And if you have any suggestions, you can just put them in here. And so if you're not from the UK and you do have a suggestion and you would like to try out would just work for your exam board, then we can definitely look into making that possible as well. And if you are from a school and you would like to bring the school on board, again, we have a contact us form where we just need an email address and your message, and then we will get back to you and try to book a meeting. And again, you can book a meeting here using this QR code, very simple. And we're just looking at the moment to try and help as many teachers as possible with lesson planning.
Tadranka, hi, thank you for joining. Okay, I just want to share, if you're watching us as a recorded version, so don't hesitate and grab your highlights and insight as well and post them on socials, all the features that you love. Probably you have the suggestions because Teachify is always here for supporting teachers. They're updating, and I love these words and phrases because it's like, yes, we're going to make new things, we're going to update new things, and a lot of like previous things. It's very empowering. If you want to promote and support Teachify at your school, at your university, what should teachers do? Ikum, can you say that? Do you have a form? Will you attach it to the Wakelet resource collection, or will you drop it anywhere in the live chat? So what should we do? Will you update it as a link in our resource collection?
Yep, I can definitely do that. So again, on the website, I'm just on the first page here, the landing page. If you go down to the bottom of the landing page, there is a contact us section, and
Just contact you, right? So without any forms. Okay, that's
very
great.
simple here. Just your email and your name, your message, and we will get back to you. And if you have any more like questions around AI, I'm more than happy to answer those because I'm also an AI researcher, and yeah, I would love to answer any more questions if you want
Amazing.
to get in touch.
So right now, right here, why teachers should start using Teachify since today and okay, AI and Teachify. So like, what do you think?
So many reasons, really. I think,
Yes, I know it's a tricky question.
well,
That's
if you want to really put your energy into teaching, I think using the AI lesson planning tool really, really kind of cuts out some of the admin, and then you're able to work a lot more closely with the students because you just have more energy for that kind of thing. And again, I've worked with teachers who have to stay like late into the evening, work on the weekends, and again, your work-life balance is really, really going to improve if you start adopting these AI planning tools. And also for your students, if you're able to kind of release some of the stress for yourself, I think that definitely passes down to the student. And you can even start to see the standards of your own lesson planning improve because you're using a tool which is able to do things that a normal human wouldn't be able to do. For like a normal human to like read through the curriculum every time, it's just not really feasible.
that's
I'm seeing the comments here.
yeah. So no worries. You know, you can still keep using your creative mind, but for me, it's AI is super handy to create on the spot, like here right now. You know, you can always update the questions if you create a quiz. But for me, wasting my time on creating each question, no way. No, I'm not going to dive into that again. I'm not going to get back to that era, you know? So, okay, this is my favorite question. What are your expectations for, you know, like for future of AI? Anything like, since you're AI researcher slash AI researcher, to all of your titles and, you know, awards. So, your
Yeah.
personal thoughts, probably, you know?
So I think we're already seeing a lot of edtech platforms are kind of incorporating AI within their platform. I think what we're likely to see is also more AI powered learning as well for the students. So AI tools kind of catering for students' individual needs. For example, like AI tutors as well, I've seen a lot of. And in terms of across the whole board, we're just going to see the quality and accuracy of LLMs improve a lot. And because of that, the kind of small issues that we have in some areas with poor accuracy, I think that's going to start
Yes.
to decrease more and more as we go along.
I love this comment from B-Boy. Thank you for your great question and activity here. So you can even use AI to generate what you want to say in parents' evening, since it's pretty cut and paste anyway for most students. That's brilliant.
Yeah, yeah, we
For
have
me,
had
right? Sorry. Keep going.
we've used that for teachers as well. So we unfortunately, I had a story of one teacher who had similar feedback for two students, and they
Wow.
accidentally copy and pasted the feedback but forgot to change the name. So if you were to use an AI tool for that, it can check for all that kind of stuff as well, and then you can still have kind of like similar feedback for two students, but again, it would be slightly more tailored, and you can avoid these small issues as well.
That's beautiful. So quizzes with free version, you can create unlimited number of quizzes. Oh, is it a question? So it is a question. Great question, Jadranka. So quizzes with free version, is there like limits for like a number, certain number, where teachers should stop creating quizzes with AI on Teachify?
You guys are very lucky at the moment. There is no limit whatsoever, so you can make as many as you like.
Just start using it right now. You know, everyone who starts using it at the very beginning are always the luckiest. I tell you. You know,
Mm.
just it's times high time. So emails to parents, reports, emails to parents. There's so many great ways and suggestions. So a paper-based quizzes if students don't have devices. Yes.
Yes. So again, with Teachify, you can download the quiz as a Word document, and then you can just print it out and give it to the student. Again, if you didn't want to print it out, you could just send them the quiz. You could send them um, as a PDF, as a Word document, or even in an email. However, you guys would be doing that digitally. All the places I've worked, we wouldn't really do that digitally. We would kind of like use it more within the lesson and kind of print off a sheet for the students, so paper based, like you suggested, or at the front of the class, you would go through the questions and then ask the students in that way as well.
Great. There's one more thing. Yeah, it's so true. Always say please in your prompts. This is so much fun. Yeah, students use OpenAI chatbots I've made. Um, so there's one more question. So, Ikum, do we have the option to add a thank you to the AI so it doesn't kill us? Oh my God. Super fun. So, okay, I think I lost Ikum for now. No, he's here. So, anyway, thank you so much, everyone who joined us, and that you have shared with your beautiful thoughts and ideas, and your queries about AI. Ikam, are you here?
Can you hear me?
Yes, but I don't see you.
I'm having some technical issues.
Oh, that's okay. So we can hear you. This is the most important thing. It's podcast anyway, because we're at the very end. And please don't forget to share your, insights, because I've heard so many great questions and I've heard so many great thoughts of yours. So I can't wait to hear more thoughts on socials to see them. So I can see them. Oh, we can see you now. Hello, welcome back. Let's start it
Well,
over. We don't want to say goodbye to you. So you know so many great things about AI. Um, so yeah, share your beautiful thoughts, ideas about AI. If you what scares you, like, or thank you to the prompts edition. Anything that you would love to share. This is what happens when you have physics teachers on chat. Yeah, I love you. I love all the physics teachers. You are so amazing. That I love the chat today. It was so live. And again, if you are watching us as a recorded version, don't forget that you can hit the like button. You can subscribe to stay tuned for more upcoming PD webinars. And you can share your insights in the comments under the video. You can easily reach out Teachify team Ecom, so they're super friendly and they can support you. And yeah, just start using Teachify today. Why? Because it's free for teachers. You can start using it for free. If you need more options, you can pay. You can also promote Teachify at your school. You can showcase how it should work and why it's so helpful and amazing. Show them this video. So I think it's incredible. Thank you, thanks everyone. Thank you, B-Boy. I don't know how to B-Boy or B-Boy. Okay, so thank you, Anna and Ikum. We'll be trying out Teachify for sure. That's amazing. That's with such great team. So it's always a pleasure to start using the application like this. And with all the features, you have collected the most useful features, I may say. I've seen many like AI things like this, but there's like the universe, and too many, they are not working properly at the moment, probably. But you are trying to keep the most important ones, and you always update them. This is so precious, I think. For me, as a teacher who has started actually not recently, but I can say recently, less than a year, using AI tools. It's super essential.
Thanks so much.
Yes, a tool to simplify prompts in generate. Oh, sorry, in prompt generation. Is it correct? What's the word? I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't trust my eyes. So for teachers, yes, a tool to simplify prompt. That would be amazing.
yeah. It's all of that plus the added accuracy, data from the curriculum, um, and just kind of streamlining and making the whole process a lot quicker as well.
That's beautiful. So, I think we're good to go. The Waycode resource collection is always in the live chat on YouTube. Don't hesitate and get your resources. You can easily, collaborate, support Teachify. So, I think we're done. So, anything else? Any last words for everyone who joined us and who will be watching us as a recorded version?
Well, I'd just like to say a big thank you to everyone who came and attended this talk today. So yeah, reach out to us on the website, contact us, or Instagram, LinkedIn as well. You can find me. Feel free to add me on there. And yeah, I'd love to hear more feedback about the app, or even to help more schools as well. Yeah, just reach out to me. I'd love to hear from all of you.
And I'm really happy that you are going globally, and this is like super precious. One day, hope you to meet you at one of the conferences, or anywhere in the world. Thank you, Ikam. You are amazing. Thank you for sharing.
Thank you so much, and thank you for having me as well. I really, really appreciate being on the talk today. Really, really appreciate it.
Yes, so I'm gonna block some bots. Okay, and yes, so I'm super excited. We have done it. We have made it, and I'm so happy that you have shared today all about Teachify. Bye, everyone. Stay tuned, and yeah, don't forget to subscribe, hit the like button, and stay safe, of course. Bye.
See you later, guys. Bye.
Oh, Ikam, don't go. Please don't go because we're grabbing selfie. Okay. And I'm still here, so the chat is live. Keep sharing anything that you would love to probably learn about. You've got suggestions for anyone to present, like a platform, a team, next guest speaker. So just let me know. Okay, so I'm so grateful that you have joined us today. Really, we are celebrating Easter this Sunday, so that's why I'm so happy as well, and always happy to learn something new. Can't wait to see your feedbacks, anything, posts, and again, stay safe. Sending much love on your way. I just can't miss this comment. Oh my gosh, this is amazing. It says bring back Ikum. So there's a hashtag. Fantastic.